Welcome to Spirits Are Talking, hosted by Lisa Silverman. Join us every Tuesday night for live on-air psychic medium readings, crystal energy healings, oracle card readings, chakra balancing, and so much more. Host Lisa Silverman is a natural-born intuitive, psychic, medium, and spiritual life coach, working professionally in the metaphysical healing arts since 2015. Lisa communicates with loved ones and pets that have passed on for emotional healing and answers. Not to mention, she is an established interior designer since 2009, focusing on feng shui, modern design, and house healings by creating a harmonious energy flow for her clients. Now, your host of Spirits Are Talking, Lisa Silverman.
Hi, thank you for joining me tonight. Whew, everyone take a breath. It's a new moon in Aries. I have a lot to say about that. I know you can be anywhere in the world and you're deciding to be with me tonight, which I totally appreciate. And there's a lot of energy going on. So if I seem a little frazzled, I'm not really, but it's been pouring rain in California, buckets and buckets for days. And it's kind of interesting with this new moon that's happening with this spring equinox that happened yesterday, which is about new beginnings and starting, over. I have some notes because I want to cover a few things because there's a lot going on. And if you're feeling kind of funky or out of sorts or ready to make some big changes and you're on the move and moving and shaking, then you want to know kind of what's going on. So I really appreciate you all joining me tonight from wherever you are. And we can put you can make some comments and we'll get to the comments in a little bit. Okay. But I'm going to pull some oracle cards. I'm going to talk about what's going on as a collective for all of us and talk about Pluto for a minute. I'm not a full-blown astrologer by any means. I have read astrology my entire life. As a child, that was the first thing I'd get out of the paper was my horoscope out of the Sunday paper, and every day that's what I read out of the paper. So I've had a lot of books and I have a lot of knowledge about it. I do follow charts and things like that, but as an overall, I can talk about it a little bit. So this is so important that it had to be talked about, especially because the new moon is tonight, and like I said yesterday was the spring equinox, and so that is about new beginnings and new seasons and everything. So I wanted to share with you that Pluto is also another really important planet that is changing signs after 20 years. They call it the generational planet because it changes signs every 20 years, and it only goes into the sign pretty much only in your lifetime, not even in your lifetime, because it's there for 20 years and there's 12 signs. So you do the math. It's not in your lifetime that it's going to be moving into Aquarius. So after 20 years of being in Capricorn. So that's another big shift that's happening for all of us too. New moons in general represent to reset and a new beginning. This is coupled with Aries being the start of the astrology calendar. So Aries is the first sign in the astrology calendar and the astrology wheel. It's the very first sign. And that's also creating new beginnings, a fresh start. And so this means a new chapter, and it's super potent energy. This new moon is a time to return a little bit inward, check in with yourself, and see the path you're on as if it's aligned with what your soul's purpose is. It's asking you to say, what is my soul's purpose? Am I following my soul's desires or not? And this is the time to make the shift to do so, with a couple of things that I'll be mentioning in a minute. The new moon is, like I said, in Aries, and it wants us to take an invitation to pause and let go of anything that no longer serves us and set new intentions for the next month and beyond. So if you've been wanting to do something, or you're thinking of a new job, or you're thinking of relocating, you're thinking of building your brand in a different way, or representing yourself into the world in a different way, this is a perfect time to do that, because the planets, literally, it's science, have your back to make these moves. The other thing that's really interesting is it's with a new moon, there's no moon in the sky. It's not even a sliver, really. Okay. So it's a very dark time. And during the new moons, it's the time to go inside just for 5 minutes, check in with yourself. And I'll get to that a little bit more later. But you can think of this March 2023 new moon as a breath of fresh air, guiding us to think different, to stretch our minds to new dimensions, and to look at things in a completely new way. Newness is destined to arrive under this new moon. So newness is destined. That means like things are coming, whether you like them or not. Things are changing, and new beginnings are here for you tonight and beyond. And the universe is going to take you whether you like it or not. So you might as well set your intentions of which direction you want to go. I know it's just so potent, seriously, right now. And I'm just encouraging you to write a few things down, and I'll get to that in a second. You may be feeling like there's new things coming and discovering a new part of you that you never thought of. Like I said, like a new job, a new friend, a new love, maybe a new outfit. Like, oh my gosh, I would never wear that. And then you decide, oh, I'm wearing that color. That looks great on me. That's even how subtle this energy is with the moon and Pluto and Spring Equinox. It could be changing the color of your shirt that you'd normally never wear, to making bold decisions about quitting your job, starting your business, moving location, giving up friendships, whatever that is for you, starting new. I hope this makes sense to you all, and I so appreciate you being with me. You can also realize that the newness is destined to arrive under this new moon. If you've wanted to make the changes, it's time to seek the opportunities elsewhere. The new moon is on your side. This Aries moon, with all its fresh starts and energy circling in the cosmic skies, is likely that some surprising or perhaps even shocking information may enter our world. So you might find like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't heard from that friend in so long and they knew about this. Or you got a big promotion, or, you got scary news. So hopefully it's not, or you got the house that you want, or you got the car that you wanted, or you realize you didn't pay your bill. Something shocking will happen. And let's just manifest that it's going to be on the positive side. Okay. Like, boom, $1 million falls in your bank account. Wouldn't that be nice? Are you in the lotto? It could be anything. It could be subtle or very bold. So you want to pay attention, So let's see, what else do I want to say about this? Okay, this is what's interesting too. That I wrote. We may experience an awakening of sorts, or have a deep or perhaps confronting aha moments. And that's really important too, because like I said, all these changes and newness isn't just like the new purse, the new clothes, the new job, it's a new attitude, of vibration, a shift in your perspective. It's a new life in the direction that you want. It's making a new commitment to yourself and others. It doesn't mean you have to do everything. It's not like New Year's Eve where you write all your things down and you don't follow through. This shift's going to happen for all of us, whether we're ready or not. And so it's good to set your intention to know what this powerful energy is really about, because it's so potent for manifesting. And like I said, it's going to take you for the ride, whether you're riding the wave or not. It's going to take you along. The other thing about this beautiful, potent time is, I want to go back to the Aries. Aries, if you don't know much about astrology, is the first sign of the zodiac, like I mentioned, but it's a fire sign, and it's very fiery, and it's ruled by Mars, which is take action, make action steps. So with this sun and moon in Aries combined, it's really about taking action steps. Okay. The other thing is we may find ourselves needing to adjust or make changes in order to fit into this new paradigm of what's happening to us. Like, there's things going all around the world that is happening and destructive, and we can either be affected by it, or we can not bypass what's going on in the news or what's going on with friends and family that's heartbreaking or sad or joyous and beautiful at the same time. But we also need to know that we have our inner place to go and to keep the calm. When there's chaos in the world, it's a time to go within and stay calm and not be affected by what's going on in the outer world. Even though you know it's going on, you can still make a step and make a difference. But it's important to stay in your center, basically. So what's interesting too is we may find ourselves needing, like I said, to make adjustments. We are blessed with 2 Aries new moons, which is really not that common. One is happening tonight, and the next one is going to be around, I think, April 19th. And it's the solar new moon. So whatever we start tonight and whatever we do in between these, fill this chapter or book or whatever in the next 30 days or so, is going to really be impactful for the rest of your life, especially with Pluto and all these planets that are around this moon happening. So if, like I said, if you're feeling a little off or funky or people are impatient and stuff, there's a lot of energy going on out there. So just keep that in mind. Okay. This new moon is only part of the story. The rest of the story is going to be revealed under the potent, powerful solar eclipse come April 19th. So it's like you're beginning a book or chapter, and you're going to keep writing it, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and keep going towards whatever you're making your changes to, whatever you decide you want, your abundance, your love life, your friendships, your career, whatever you want, different perspective. While you do that, there'll be an ending and a culmination of things to come at the April 19th new moon. So the other thing I wanted to touch back on was about Pluto moving into Aquarius. It's a once in a lifetime energy that indicates a new cycle opening for us on all personal and collective levels. Pluto represents transformation and power. And this is happening on the 23rd. So we're right in that energy now. There's always like a shadow period before and after. So we haven't felt this transfer of energy. And Pluto was in Capricorn, and now it's moving into Aquarius. And anyone who's been on the planet has never felt Pluto in Aquarius, because it's only every 20 years. So it's kind of mind-blowing, right? So the other information or interesting thing that I feel is that we're all going to transform. Okay. So with all these planets, with the fire, the Aries is get off your butt and make stuff happen. They are go-getters. They're so, they're kind, and they're on it, and they're like due diligence, right? And with the Pluto changing into a new sign of Aquarius, which is going to be a little more airy and flowy and a little more loose than it was in Capricorn, which is like the worker bee, we're going to feel the changes, and we're going to be like sea legs for a few, maybe weeks or however long it takes to get acclimated. The other thing that I wanted to say is, with Pluto moving so close to the new moon, it seems that whatever is beginning is opening us for us may bring us things that we need to burn, but rebirth from. Okay. I didn't know what else to say, because I love to write and burn. And so it's like what we need to burn from. Like, what do we need to let go of that's been holding us down? And being that it's Aries energy, what do we need to burn and then rise from the ashes from? Is it a heartache? Is it a divorce? Is it a loss of a job, or God forbid a child, or a bad decision, or an intention that went wrong, or the wrong boots? What is it? What needs to burn and rise from the ashes? That's what this is about. Endings and new beginnings. It's a sense of a rebirth too. If you want to write in the comments, is anyone feeling this energy? Do you feel like a sense of excitement or anything? And for my TikTokers, I hope, thank you for watching me and being with me. So use this energy to set intentions. What does intentions mean? It's like intentions mean whatever you want to manifest. And you know what? We all have this like monkey mind. I don't know what else to call it. I'm a Virgo in the house. I'm going to pull some cards for us in a minute. But the monkey mind, you can say, oh, I'm going to do this. And the monkey mind says, oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. You got to let go of the monkey mind right now. Okay. So I'm getting some comments. Like a ton of bricks. I'm going to read some comments. Yes, you can relate. I'm literally getting my stuff ready to make sure I go to the gym tonight. I feel it. Okay, great. I love it. Thank you so much for your comments. Like a ton of bricks, definitely feeling all of it. Thank you. Thank you for all joining me tonight. I know you could be anywhere in the world and you're with me, so I appreciate you all so much. I only see the people that comment. So if you're watching and you want to drop a heart or a comment in that I can know you're here, that'd be great. So back to my notes is using this energy to set intentions is think about what habits, goals, or feelings, spaces would you like to bring into your life? Write them down, stick them somewhere so you can see them every day or burn them like I do in the dark sky. Unless it's pouring rain out and you get blown around by 80 miles an hour winds like it's happening in the Bay Area tonight, you might want to put them around for a couple of days and then burn them. So the other thing is I like to write. I personally like to light a candle. I write my intentions down and I visualize myself in that space, doing that, having that with that person, whatever it is, and call it in. And don't let your monkey mind say, no, you can't have it, because you can. And the universe is literally on your side. So whatever you want, you can have. And whatever you're starting, you can follow through with. The other thing is embrace all this new, fresh energy to this cursing around through the cosmic skies. Use it to up-level your life and bring fresh inspiration to every corner of your mind. Like, let it just over your mind, body, and soul. That's what I wrote. Like, how am I going to use this energy? What do I want? I want it to wash away what's no longer served me. And I include, we're still coming out of COVID, still, to me. So the last 3 years is what I'm washing away with this energy too, making bold moves, right? Tonight is a good time to write down what you want to magnetize and manifest the people, places, things, routines into your life, and letting go and having a new perspective. That could be for you, just to change your perspective. Let's manifest some things together, and we're going to pull some oracle cards. So I really hope that hit home for you. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me on TikTok too. I appreciate you. So does that resonate with you? Do you want to throw a word in? So Deirdre wrote, new bold ideas have been coming in for the past few days and giving them voice and making plans. You're so, thank you for the confirmation. Oh my gosh, Deirdre, you're so welcome. Exactly. That's right. This energy didn't just happen today at 3:00 or whatever. This has been coming for a few days for sure. I did a lot of personal action steps today myself, a lot of changes. So yeah, I've been feeling the energy, and also it's kind of an exciting time, but it's a little mysterious, and it's a little, it's full of endings and beginnings. It's rebirth. Spring is a time when the flowers come up, right? Spring is new growth, new life, rebirth. It's when butterflies come out from their cocoons. And so this is the time to take hold of this energy to harness what it is that you want and where you need to be in your life and make that happen for you. It's not a magic wand, but let me tell you something. When you tap in, when the energy is this potent and this fiery and on point with action, then good things are going to come for you. Whatever it is, hi everybody, whatever it is, it's meant to be. And you might not like it, but it's not a breakdown. Okay. And I have breakdowns. I mean, I cry. I'm an empath. I'm a medium. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a light worker. I feel a lot of energy. Like I just saw things in the news. I'm like, oh my God, I can't watch the news. I just feel too much sometimes. So I know about breakdowns and breakthroughs, but we're not breaking down. If you need a good cry, you feel the feels, you don't bypass it. You have a good cry and then you get yourself up and you break through. You don't break down. Even though you might feel like you're breaking down in the moment, let yourself kind of fall apart. But what was really happening, it's something new. So you're breaking through something. And I can only say that from my own experiences 1,000 times of breaking through and breaking down and moving through and coming out better. The process sometimes sucks, okay? But when you set your intentions, like I am going to be doing this, this, and this with ease and grace, or things naturally are working out for my highest good. Or these are great affirmations I often use, like everything that I need comes my way, or everything that's meant to be mine will not pass me by, which is the truth. What's meant to be yours won't pass you by. Even if you think, you've missed the boat, you haven't missed the boat. So I pulled a card from Moonology. Hi, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. I pulled a moon card from Moonology deck, which I like her on the full moon, on the moon, actually. I just pulled it out. I had it marked and then I just pulled it out. Sorry, bear with me. Well, the card was have faith in your dreams. Okay. So have faith in your dreams. And that's what this energy is about. Look at it. It's barely a moon. So I was like, that's so interesting. This is what it's asking us to do. Let me find the card. I'm so sorry that I lost it. And I don't use this book very often. I hope I find it quickly. It's have faith in your dreams. This book is hard to navigate. Here it is. Sorry, my apologies. Figures I have it out. That's classic, right? Have it out and then it falls out of the page holder. So this is about don't give up. The situation you're asking about is just taking shape. I love this. You're nowhere near the end of your story. No, you're not. The old story's ending and you're just beginning a new one. This card's so appropriate. Whatever's happening now is just a step along the way. As they say in the self-help classics, everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's still not the end. However, the waxing crescent moon card is a reminder that you must still keep working towards whatever it is that you want. If you can't take the practical steps, spend time meditating on a question you're asking about, or allow your higher self to download information to you about your best next step. Overall, this card suggests that there is every reason to be hopeful for a very positive outcome to the situation you're asking about. So keep the faith. I love this card. Hi, babe. Hi, Selena Rose. Hi, everybody. Does this resonate? This is like, couldn't be more perfect for the new moon in Aries. Things are coming. Take action steps and not to worry. When we get stuck in the fear, I know this and I work on it all the time. And I have to tell my one side of my brain, Lisa, you got this. The other side's like, oh, maybe no, you don't. Anybody talk to yourself like that? This is the time to recognize that and then absolutely make the shift. I'm seeing the comments. I'm taking a break for a second to read them. I feel excited and not fearful, which is new for me. Looking forward to new beginnings. That's so great. Blanc 73. I'm so glad. Hi, how are you? I'm good. Thank you. Oh, yay. I love this deck. I have the Moonology. Oh, great. You have the Moonology deck. Hi, Lee. I've been watching from my laptop, but I haven't been able to comment. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry, Sherry, for your loss. I didn't see the loss. I'm so sorry. I didn't see yours. I just learned of a death of a dear friend today, but I'm ready for a new beginning for me, and I've waited a long time. I'm so sorry, Sherry, for your loss. I feel that I lost a very dear friend a few days ago myself, and I'm sending you so much love. I know how difficult that is. It's completely unexpected. So I'm sending you so much love. The truth is, and I can say it, and I cried over the weekend regarding my friend passing. Even though I'm a medium, I talk to people, and it's real, and love never dies. Losing the physical body and the person who they are is hard. It's hard. It's hard, And so we grieve the way we need to grieve. If you need to stay in bed for a day, like I did all day Sunday, and cry, do it. You can't bypass it. But the truth is they never really are gone. And their love never dies. Their friendship never ends. And they're always with you. And they will give you signs and messages. And if that's what you want to know, like, set your attention. Like, I want to be able to hear the signs of my loved ones when they're around me. I want to know that flickering light, when I think it's my mom, really is my mom. Because the truth is, when you do see that flickering light and feel that feeling that that's your mom, it is, because they put that thought in your head, and that's how they connect. So otherwise you wouldn't think it, and then it wouldn't be them. Does that make sense? I digress a little bit. It's true. I just want to breathe. I'm feeling a lot of energy in here. I'm going to try and pull a card for everyone that writes a comment in here. But we have to go to break in a couple minutes, I think. I don't know where we're at. MBM, losing the physical is very hard. It is very hard. Very. And, there's so many things about grief. As hard as we love is as hard as we grieve, right? So if you've loved someone a lot, had life, that you're going to grieve hard, and it's just the way it is. Okay. Thank you, my producer, Todd. Thank you so much. I have 2 minutes till break time. Your mom sent sunflowers. I love it. My mom flickers the lights and makes the candle go crazy a lot. And she comes to me so many different ways. We're going to pull cards, and if you have a question, the question's really going to be, and I'm going to pull a card for everyone. This is the topic, is what do I need to know for my highest good regarding this new moon? And that's what the question's going to be for everyone, because this energy is so potent and powerful. That's what we want to know. What do we need to know for our highest good? What direction do we need to go in regarding this new moon's energy in Aries? Okay. So that's what I'm going to pull. I'll go down the list, and maybe Todd will help me out. I don't know if I need it. And then I'll pull a card for each one on here, if I can get to it, them all. And then it'll be, what do you need to know for your highest good? Okay. For this new moon. I think that's the best thing. And thank you all again for being with me. We're going to go to break in a minute, and just think about writing your intentions down. If you don't have a candle burning right now, why don't you go light one? It's a good time because it's super dark out. And I'll see you guys back in a minute.
Want to see your video here? Sponsor WLTK-DB Talk Radio and watch us make that happen. With your paid sponsorship of $80, you receive a professional produced audio, video, and banner placement on our station. Not only does your sponsorship air during our live shows, but also replayed on our podcast and heard by hundreds of like-minded people. Visit WLTK-DB.com to get started and find out just how hard we work to get you noticed. Download the new station calendar and never miss another show. To get it is simple and free. Just visit WLTK-DB.com to download or tap the subscribe button on our mobile app. Once the file is in your downloads folder, just double-click it, authorize it to your calendar, and boom, you have every show listed. Not only does it list the shows, but also the links to watch them live. We would like to thank Danny Loosemore for developing this for us and hope you enjoy it as much as we do. Get yours now at WLTKDB.com or just click subscribe on our mobile app. See you at the shows.
Hi, thanks for joining me again. Whoever would like a card, just drop a heart in the comments, and I'm going to pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I love that deck, even though it's the moon deck. I don't use this very often, excuse me, except for on a new or full moon. I'm going to write a little list, and just bear with me. Okay. Let's see. I'm dyslexic and I'm owning it. So give me a second. I'm going to get to as many as I can. Thank you for joining me. I'm just writing my notes. Okay. And 73. And then Lee. Okay. So, Deirdre, I'm going to pull a card for you. I obviously have your permission to pull a card if you put a heart in there. So I'm just going to assume that I have your permission. And Deirdre is first. Okay, perfect. And if someone comes up, the last one I have is Lee. So if someone else comes up, someone maybe let me know. Let me go to my... Oh, that's funny. Okay. I have a private chat, but I can't talk. Okay. I had to check in the backyard. Actually, I wasn't here for a second, and it's getting really, really wet and floody out there. So, Deirdre, what does Deirdre need to know for her highest good regarding this new moon's energy? And I'm using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I love this deck. I have 3 of them, but I still go back to I have 3 of the same deck. I still go back to my first one because it's so beat up and I love it. They're so worn in. So what does Deirdre need to know for her highest good? What does she need to know regarding this new moon and new beginnings? Deirdre, here we go. Soulmates and protection. Okay. So this is card number 41. It's related to soulmates. Whoops. and it came upside down, which is in protection. And so I'll only read you the protection message, but soulmates, come in a lot of different forms. So this card is for you: harmonious partnerships, love and friendship, companionship, and a relationship fostering personal growth. In the protection message, it's an important relationship, brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns or all your old stories don't serve your well-being, and you're entering into a new dynamic. You can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is, why did he or she do this to me? But rather, what is the gift in this? Look into the mirror. With you will only be changed for the better. So it's asking you to look at the lesson. If you've been hurt by a soulmate or a friend that feels like a soulmate, look at the lesson instead of the pain. Like, what can you learn from them and the gifts that they did give you along the way? Okay, that's for you. I hope that resonates for you. There's going to be Cledons in here. Cledon is when you hear a card and it's not for you, but it resonates with you. So it's asking you to look at the gifts, take a different perspective. This is a new moon. Maybe you feel the hurt. Now it's time to look at it like, what were the gifts? Aspen, you're up next. What does Aspen need to know for their highest good regarding this new moon in Aries? What does Aspen need to know? Let me know, Deirdre, if that resonates for you. Aspen, what does Aspen need to know? Fork in the road. Interesting. You have a decision to make. So you have a choice, and that's for sure. So this is for Aspen. And it's fork in the road. And it's card number 13. So what direction are you going to go in is what it's asking you. And so there's a fork in the road. You have a choice to make. So you might want to say, what tonight, like, would I normally go this way? Maybe I should go another way. Maybe I should choose a different thing. Maybe I need a new perspective on something. It's time to make a decision considering the consequences you prepare to act, owning up to your obligations to make a necessary choice. This oracle message means every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and you're being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it's an important crossroads. Take heart that as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. I love this. So I laughed as soon as you pulled it, because yes, it very does resonate with me. That's what Aspen said in many aspects. I love that. Great. So that's what you need to know for this new moon. The next one's Heather. Can't even read my own writing. And then Angela. Heather, are you still with me? You're welcome. You're so welcome, both of you. Heather. Okay, Heather, I'm going to pull a card. Greetings from rainy San Francisco. Hi. I'm answering the comments. So it's raining where I am. We're not far then, Lisa. Okay, I am doing Heather. What does Heather need to know for her highest good regarding this new moon in Aries? Oh, the yang energy and protection, which is so perfect for what this moon is. It came out of protection. It's card number 1. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, okay? It's card number 1. This is really powerful. It's card number 1. It's the first new moon in Aries, which is the beginning of the zodiac, okay? And this is the masculine energy of the deck, which is Aries is Mars. It's masculine. Take action. So this card is number 1, which is fresh starts, new beginnings, taking action, right? And it came out in protection, so I will read you the card, the message that it came out. I can't even, I'm like stumbling tonight. And I love this. This is so fun for me. And there's so many divine messages. The masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. That's what this is about. That's what this new moon is about, taking action. So this came out in protection. Be mindful of the tendency toward impulsive action. This is so Mars and Aries energy. Overconfidence and aggressive behavior. Think before you act, lest you find yourself in a situation that will lead to an uncomfortable consequence. Be sure you really want what you're chasing after, because you might be sorry when you get it. The appearance of this card isn't cause for fear, for life is all about learning lessons. Practice temperance and diplomacy and thoughtful consideration before making a move. Okay, so that's for you, Heather. I hope that resonates for you. There'll be a cleat on Sherry. You're on the list, but I'm going down a list. I wrote a list. So thank you, Heather, for being here. I hope that resonates. Like, think before you take an action, right? Angela, you're next. Can I pull a card for you regarding what is you need to know on this new moon in Aries? Let me see. Thank you. Okay. Jessica, you're on the list now. Okay. Jessica Austin, am I on the list? Now you're on the list. Okay. Angela, what does she need to know for her highest good regarding this moon energy in Aries? Whoa. It came out upside down. Be flexible. It's about flexibility for you. So being flexible, it came out of protection. It's card number 19, if that resonates with you. And we're asked to be flexible. Like, we're being told, like, whatever you thought was true, it might not be. About having another perspective. This is all about the things that I said that you can listen to if you didn't hear it in the first part of the podcast, because it's about being adaptable and flexible and taking action and moving in a direction you wouldn't normally go. Teachability, open-mindedness, and being adaptable without compromising what's most important, which is your core beliefs, and your integrity is what's most important. But this came out in protection, which was upside down. When you or someone else becomes too rigid, you lose the access to growth and untapped potential and find yourself in an us versus them scenario. Loosen up and open your mind and heart and see if a more flexible approach feels better. Rigidity will set you up for a fight where there is only losers and no winners. Could you find a way to bring out a result that is mutually beneficial? Meet in the middle. Spirit makes a great mediator. So it's asking you to be flexible, listen to other people's points of view, and be teachable and adaptable. I think that's a really beautiful message for all of us to cleat on. So thank you so much, Angela. I hope that resonates for you. And Tempo, you're next. Thank you, Tempo. Everyone take a big, deep breath in for me, okay? Everyone, so I can feel your energy. Just take a big, deep breath in and whew, let it out. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Angela said, thank you. I am flexible and open. I love it. Tempo, are you still here? I have a list. I can't see who's watching. So if you want me to see who's in here, make a comment. Please let me know. I'd love to know. I guess Tempo's gone. Okay. The next person was Shaylee. Are you still here? Oh, Tempo, you're here. Okay, got it. Sorry. Okay, Tempo Block Star. Thanks for joining me. What does Tempo need to know? I don't know your real name. It's okay if you don't want to say it. Okay, yeah, thank you. But you might want to. It doesn't matter. Hi. Yes, I can. Hi, Sandy Goldstein. Yes, I will. Richard's on the list. Okay. So, Tempo. What does Tempo need to know for their highest good? Exchanging gifts. I love this card. It's card number 27. It's about give and take. It's about being receptive and also not just be the giver, but the receiver. It's about exchanging gifts and energy. And so it's about exchanging with your knowledge and with currency. So this is a beautiful card. And let's see what it's the law of giving and receiving currency, trading off, weighing the cost, and determining value. And so you have everything you need. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manners of opportunity are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time and exchange your expertise and skills and commit to heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to make it successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must exchange in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. Don't let fear guide your choices. You could deplete yourself in a creative imbalance. This is not the time to just do, but it's a time to use your currency wisely and be mindful of the values others bring into your life as well. That's beautiful too. Thank you so much, Tempo. Okay. I hope that resonates. It's Gina. Okay, Gina, thank you. And then the next one is Shali. Let's see, where'd it go? Shaylee with a CH. Are you still with me? And then it's Jessica. Okay. Hi, thank you. Okay, what does Shaylee need to know for their highest good regarding this beautiful new moon in Aries? Okay, yeah, you're on the list still, MBM. You're on the list. I got you. Round and round in protection. This card is card number 25. It's like, what do you keep doing over and over again? Maybe you haven't learned a lesson quite yet, but this card came in protection. It's card number 25. I'll show it to you again. It's about going round and round and maybe you're not making a decision, not quite learning a lesson. But this is what is highlighted for you during this new moon. It's the spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you're challenged to break and revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. Remember, there's that new again, a new perspective. I've probably said that 4 times already tonight. A new perspective that's so important for you. This card in protection, are you refusing to see your own personal responsibilities or repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? Like, what lessons do you keep saying that you don't need to relearn, where you need to just say, okay, thank you, I got it, lesson learned, and walk away? That's what this moon's really highlighting for you. You have to surrender to the now and know that the fact that you're common denominator in all these repeat performances. Be happy, for this is a wonderful spot to be in. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you can possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but accountability. And you can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that you so deserve. I love this card. I hope that resonates for you. That's a beautiful card. Let the round and round stop. Learn the lesson. Like, okay, for Jesus, Jesse Jones, I learned the lesson already. I don't need to feel that again. How many times have you said that in your life? I have. Sherry, you're next. Thank you all so much for being here. Okay, thanks. We got 5 minutes. Thanks, Todd, my producer. Okay, so the next one's Sherry. What What does Sherry need to know for her highest good for this new moon? It's about deep knowing and protection, like your soul knows. It came out upside down. It's card number 43. Oops, your soul knows, but it came out of protection. And look it's the bird on the moon. Very poignant. It's the owl on the moon. So a deep knowing, like your soul knows. So if owls mean anything to you, you might be seeing them. But it's about the deep knowing in your soul. You're in empathy overload and need to get grounded. Interesting. And align. And so you're a bit out of tune. Hypersensitive. If you're suffering from psychic exhaustion, this signals a time for recharging of your batteries. Set energetic boundaries, take a salt bath and empty your mind and get back to you. This is not a time to be too open. Soon enough, you can let your guard down. Right now, you need self-care and self-love. And it's time to say no thank you to anyone in your life who exhausts you. Won't that feel good? That's for you, Sherry. Say no and have some boundaries. Okay? Interesting. Probably, yeah. I hope that resonates with you. MBN is next. Do you have a real name or not? I can put you, Edith, if I have time. If not, you can find me on TikTok after. I have NBM. Thank you for being with me. I'm going to pull a card for NBM. What does NBM need to know for highest good? The fates in protection. There's a lot of reverse protection, which is that extra kick of the universe. Card number 17, the fates. Like everything's fated in your life, you know? And so tonight, it's like, what's fated for you? Fate, karma, acceptance. There are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are, right? It's like the serenity prayer. But it's difficult to understand why painful things happen to good people. Fate is a mystery after all. Yet what we do with it is our circumstances, the way in which we respond to life's challenges is how we rise up to greet our destiny. Now is one of those times to be aware of your powerlessness to change certain situations and to surrender to acceptance. There it goes again, right? Radical change. When you align with the fates, being mindful of what you can and cannot change, serenity will come to you. That's for you, MBN. Thank you. We're running out of time, unfortunately. I have 1 minute left, and then I have to say goodbye. And for Sandy, I'll call you in a few. But the last person I'm going to be able to take is Blanc 73. I can't even read my own writing right now. I'm so sorry I ran out of time, but that's how it goes. Can't get everyone, unfortunately. Blanc 73. Let's do it. And I'm sorry, I'll get you next time, or you can come on TikTok. Shannon. What does Shannon need to know for their highest good? Shannon. What does Shannon need to know on this? Oh, chop wood, carry water. It's chop wood. So it's about being in the moment. When you're doing your tasks, be 100% present in the moment. It's card number 42. And it's about being in the moment, because when you're doing things in the moment, that's when miracles can happen. It's being grounded in the moment. And when you're doing your chores, when you engage in everyday tasks, be mindful and meditative about it, and let things can come to you, what you seek. So thank you all. I have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for joining me. This goes so quick. I'm so glad you were with me. You could be anywhere in the world. This is a great time for manifesting your dreams, desires, hopes. Thank you for being patient with me. And as I stumble on some of the words here, but I have so much to say, it all comes garbling out sometimes. So thank you all so much. Follow me on TikTok. I'm going to be on there live. And Todd, thank you so much. I so appreciate you. I have so much gratitude. And write your intentions down. Get that list out. Burn that candle. Burn it. I know, Jessica, I'm out of time. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Catch me on TikTok. I'm so sorry. Thank you, everybody. Bye.
The truth is here and now on WLTK-DB Talk Radio. at WLTK-DB.com.